Australia is the world's smallest continent. The whole country is about the size of the United States, not counting Alaska and Hawaii, and it separates the Indian Ocean from the Pacific Ocean. While the United States has 50 states, Australia only has 6, along with 2 territories: the Australian Capital Territory, New South Wales, the Northern Territory, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Western Australia, and Victoria. Not surprisingly, this vast country has many different geographical features and climates. Most Australians live in the northeast part of the continent, where the weather is pleasant and mild. The state of Queensland in northeast Australia has some of the best grazing land on the continent. Queensland is the home to many of Australia's sheep and cattle farms. It's also home to the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef on Earth. Many of Australia's sheep farms are also in the states of Victoria and New South Wales on the southeast corner of the continent. The area's mild climate and water from the Campaspe and Mitta-Mitta rivers have made southeastern Australia the breadbasket of this desert country. The Northern Territory lies in the middle of the Australian continent, far away from the east coast. While the northern part of the state is close to the Arafura Sea and has a tropical climate, the southern part of the state is a desert covered with freestanding rocks. Looking at a map, you can see that South Australia is right under the Northern Territory. Like its neighbor, the northern part of South Australia is covered by mountains and deserts, but the southeastern part of the state is different from the northern part of the state. It has a mild climate that is ideal for raising sheep, wheat, and barley. Western Australia is the largest state on the continent. Most of this state has a desert landscape, just like parts of the Northern Territory and South Australia. And like its neighbors, the differences in the state's climate and geography are varied.
During the 14th century, Japan was ruled by powerful military leaders who used skilled soldiers to create an ordered society. These soldiers, called samurai, used rituals and traditions to make themselves stand out from other people.
Japan is made up of many small islands. The country has 4 main islands: Hokkaido in the north, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu in the south. All 4 islands separate the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Japan. Korea is Japan's closest neighbor. Japan, from around 1200 to 1700, was a feudal society. The emperor presided over a splendid court at Heian, but real power lay in the hands of a supreme military commander called a shogun. To expand his control, the shogun gave large parcels of land to lesser warlords, called daimyo, in return for their agreement to support the shogun with their armies in times of need. The armies were composed of great warriors called samurai. In return for their unswerving loyalty, the daimyo rewarded the samurai with gifts of land. With the aid of the samurai, the daimyo were able to control Japan for more than 400 years.